Good morning. Welcome to Trade Out Loud Forex Morning Briefing. My name is Anka Metcalf. Today is Tuesday, February 18th, 2014, and it is 8:40 a.m. Eastern Time. Let's start by taking a look at the major economic releases for today. So starting now till the end of the day today, we do not have any high impact news that is scheduled so far. At 10 a.m. we have the NAHB Housing Market Index. All these times are expressed in Eastern Standard Times. At 6 p.m. Eastern, we have the CB Lending Index that is going to come out of Australia, and also 7:30 p.m. Eastern wage index, wage price index that is coming out of Australia as well. We're going to end the day with final news from Japan, and this is at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time, all industries activities. And now let's take a quick look at the currency pair bias for today. So we are bullish on the euro dollar, euro yen, and dollar, Aussie dollar, US dollar. We are bearish on the dollar Swissy, and we're neutral on the pound dollar, dollar yen, New Zealand dollar, US dollar, and US dollar, Canadian dollar. And now let's take a quick look at the market overview to see how we stand for today. We're going to start with the analysis for the euro dollar, and this is the daily chart. As you can see, all last week and the weeks before, it was downtrending. So the moment of decision, the line in the sand, was right here at 36.50. Whether the euro dollar was going to hit support again and come back down into a much larger tradable void into 3470 approximate support area, or will it continue higher and challenge the previous high at 3750 and continue higher into the 3.8 and 3.9 areas. So as we can see right here from today's chart, we had a major gain in the euro dollar. As of today, right now we're trading at 3740. Let's zoom in on the 4-hour chart. We actually had a signal long for the euro dollar, and we are making money in this currency pair. Beautiful setup that occurred. So for support, we have 3560 right here, and we have secondary support that is at 3690, and we have a nice pop to the upside. It is trading at 3744, very close to the fulcrum number. We just challenged the fulcrum number at 3750. In terms of target, so we just took out the previous swing high from early in from January 24th, and we look like we want to be heading higher. So we just took out, we're trading slightly above this previous high right here. We are open into a tradable void into the 1.3800 area, which is an area of a lot of resistance right here due to the triple top right at 1.3838 area. So it does look like it wants to take clear into this area. So this is going to be one of our targets, 1.3800. If you're a momentum trader, just trade with the trend. Look for pullbacks on minor time frames, such as the 1 minute, 5 minute, or the 15 minutes. So this currency pair has odds to challenge this 1.3800 and slightly higher, very close to the 3900. All right, pound dollar. This is the daily chart of the pound dollar, and as you can see right here, for the last 3 trading sessions, it has been trading lower and testing minor support area at 6650. So let's zoom into the 4-hour chart. You can see it pulling back right in, trying to find some support at the whole number at 3700. So we're going to see if this area is going to stabilize right here in the secondary minus support area at 6650. And please notice that these areas also coincide with the whole number areas or the mid number areas. So this is 1.6700 and this is 1.6650. So very important area right here. For a viable long, we need to test this area. So for a viable long, I will wait for a trigger right above 1.6740 in order to continue higher. So let's move on to the euro yen and see how we stand right now. Let's start with the daily chart. And this is a lot of pressure. And we talked about this all last week about the symmetry right here from back in November 2013, and the same cluster forming at around the same area, even slightly higher a little bit tested. We had definite support at 139. This is the whole number as well, and 140. So this was a cluster for this pop right here into 140.78, which is trading right now. So it does have room to continue higher into the 141 and even 141.20 area. So it is into a tradable void. We do have an active alert on this currency pair from last week, actually from Friday, and actually we have been watching this for a long time since this cluster developed right here, and we did mention it in our previous morning briefing. So into the clear, into 141, 141.20, and 141.50, into the 142 areas for medium term targets. Let's take a look at the dollar yen. The dollar yen still, this is the daily chart, is into a confluence right here into the 103. So it's a lot of, it's trading into a lot of resistance. It has a lot of sideways action going on right now. So it's not clear. We're very neutral on this currency pair. We do not have any major high impact news that might be able to move this currency pair. Let's zoom into the 4-hour chart. So you could see a lot of resistance developing here, and you could see this pop, this topping tail that traded actually close to 102.80, another fulcrum area that is sitting right here. So if this is going to challenge this 102.80 area, the more the price is going to stabilize into this area, the more it has more odds of continuing higher. But if we're going to find a barrier at the 103 level into the 102.78 level, then we can expect for the trend to continue lower into the 101 level and into the 100.50 level. Let's switch to the dollar Swissy and take a quick look. This is downtrending. I'm going to go to the daily chart. So as you can see, 89-cent area did not hold very well. We just pierced through it. We're trading right now at 88.91, so below this whole number. We do have a tradable void into the next congestion area of 0.8850. So there is room to continue lower for this currency pair. Okay, so now Aussie dollar. Let's take a quick look. This is the daily chart. And as you can see, just like the pound dollar for the last 3 trading sessions, it has been continuing lower. It still has that trouble in the 90-cent area. And actually, this is an area that we're watching right now and for a future signal. So the reaction and we're watching price action between 90 right around into this area of 90 cent area of 0.9000 and this area of 9073. Any pop above 907570 will propel this higher into 9100 and 9150 for short and medium term targets. Now let's take a look at New Zealand dollar, US dollar, still choppy and sideways as you can see from the daily chart, but it has entered because due to this huge resistance that is at 8400 right in this whole number area. The price came back and it does have room to continue lower into the 8250 area. So it does have room for retracement. It's into a zigzagging pattern. I'm really not too thrilled about trading New Zealand dollar, US dollar, but it does look like it has a good tradable void into the 8250 area and even into the 8200 area. So it does, I'm more on the short side of this currency pair. But again, it is zigzaggy. Now let's take a final look. The last currency pair that we're going to analyze today is this is the dollar, Canadian dollar, and this is from the daily chart. Steep retracement right here into this support area that we have from previous price action into the 1.0950 area, also very close to a fulcrum area. Now, when we zoom into the 4-hour chart, you could see the lower lows and the lower highs right here that is forming in a very weak cluster that is developing right now into this area. So if we take out this area of 1.0930, we have odds of continuing lower, but we can witness a change of trend if price will try to take out 1.0987. This was all for our morning briefing for today, February 18th, 2014. Remember to visit us online where we share a lot of our trade ideas, and visit our Facebook page. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/tradeoutloud, or follow me on Twitter. It is twitter.com/OnCallMedCalf. Thank you so much for joining. See you next time.